Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 5-day-per-week wisdom and legacy building podcast. This is day 898 of our trek, and time for our Philosophy Friday series. Each Friday, we will ponder some of the basic truths and mysteries of life and how they can impact us in creating our living legacy. As we continue on this trek that we call life, sometimes we do have questions about life. So our Friday trek is a time where we can ask Gramps. Gramps will answer your questions that you would like to ask your dad or granddad, but for whatever reason, this is not possible. No matter how old we are, I know that all of us would like the opportunity to ask Dad or Gramps questions about life in many areas. We will address areas such as finances, relationships, health and fitness, business and work, home repairs and renovations, seasons of life, and spiritual and biblical questions. As your fellow sojourner and mentor on this trek that we call life, it is Gramps' goal to provide you with practical wisdom and advice about any area of life. It is crucial that I receive a constant flow of questions, so please submit your questions to Guthrie at wisdom-trek.com, and Gramps will answer them on our Friday podcast. We are broadcasting from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. If you listen to most news sources today, it would appear that more people are becoming less civil or kind to each other. We have to understand that which we send out from us, we will receive back, and it is usually increased many times. So our question for today is, hey Gramps, how can we stop this unkindness and become more civil with each other? It seems like it's getting out of control in today's world. So today's lesson is Life's Echo. Unfortunately, we cannot control others, but fortunately, we can control ourselves if we choose to. Others can be influenced by our actions, but ultimately it is their decision. We need to fully understand that what we send out from us is what we will receive back in return. If you live in a state of negative drama most of the time, then negative dramatic events will multiply and come rushing back to you. If you send out kindness, then eventually kindness will return. Let me explain this in the following parable. A father and his young son were hiking a steep mountain trail on one summer day. Suddenly, the son slips and falls, scraping his legs, and he screams, "Ah!" To his surprise, he hears his voice repeated somewhere in the mountain, "Ah!" He was not expecting anyone to reply to him. Curious, he yells, "Who are you?" He receives the answer, "Who are you?" Angered at the response, he screams, "Coward!" He receives the answer, "Coward!" Then he looks at his father with surprise and asks, "What's going on?" The father smiles and says, "Son, pay attention." Then he screams to the mountain, "I admire you." The voice answers, "I admire you." Again the man screams, "You are a champion." The voice answers, "You are a champion." The boy is surprised, but he still does not understand. Then the father explains, "People call this echo, but really this is life. It gives back to you everything that you say or do." Then the father further explains, "The world is really just a great mirror. It reflects back to you what you are. If you are loving, if you are friendly, if you are helpful, then the world will prove to be loving and friendly and helpful to you. The world is what you are." Then the father further explains what the Apostle Paul wrote in his letter to the Galatians in Galatians chapter 6, verses 7 through 10. "Don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant. Those who live to only satisfy their own sinful nature will harvest decay and death from their sinful nature. But those who live to please the Spirit will harvest everlasting life from the Spirit. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we do not give up. Therefore, whenever you have the opportunity, we should do good to everyone, especially those in the family of faith." So Gramps' advice to you in addition to this parable is, be sure that you sow seeds of kindness, encouragement, and love today and every day, and you will find in time that's exactly what you will receive back. For what we project out is what we will get back. Life is just like a mirror. It will always show us what we really are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that will wrap up Gramps' answer for today. Next week, we will have a new question to Ask Gramps. If you have any questions that you would like answered, please email them to Guthrie@wisdom-trek.com, and Gramps will answer them on our Friday podcast with wisdom and philosophy that Gramps has gained over the years of experience and study. I know that you'll find these insights interesting, practical, and profitable in living a rich and satisfying life. Our next trek will be Meditation Monday, where we will help you to reflect on the most important areas of life. So encourage your friends and family to join us and then come along with us on Monday for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 897 daily treks or read the associated journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. And I encourage you to subscribe to Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and then leave a legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. It's your choice. See you on Monday.